Today we are going to be talking about SnagIt, which is a tool that allows you to do image capturing, quick screen capturing, as well as video capture as well. So a number of the videos that I have posted on the University Coronavirus resource site, a lot of these, I think almost all of these, are done with SnagIt. Okay, so it does screen capture as well as audio capture. Very, very basic editing tools like trimming the front end and the back end. That's really it for video, but there is a lot of image editing tools. Okay, so if you're putting together tutorials for your students, or even if you are answering questions via email, it is extremely helpful because a lot of the time what I'll do is I'll make just a real quick personal video for somebody and I will send them that link. And that way we don't have to go back and forth in emails saying, okay, so you're going to look for the green button in the upper right-hand corner that says this. Okay, so it can simplify things quite a bit and also be very helpful when providing your students with just basic learning materials. All right, okay. Has anybody worked with SnagIt before? No. Lots of no's. How do we copy and paste this link? You should be able to just highlight it. One a while ago, played with it. Yes. Okay. All right. So you guys should be able to see my full screen. If you can see the cat, let me know. Everybody see the cat? Fantastic. All right. So when you go to that link that I posted, you don't need that one, you want this one. So I posted this link here. All you have to do is copy it. Literally, you can just put your cursor in the chat area and copy it. You can go and enter that into your URL bar and hit enter. And this will automatically start the download process for you. Okay. This will give you version 19. The current version is 20, but like I said previously, because this is provided by the university, it will be yours forever. Yay! Do you have to pay for it after the 15-day trial? If you are getting their free version, yes. The one that I'm giving you right now, you do not have to pay for it. Again, this is the reason why I'm asking you to use this specific link is because it will download the version 19 for you rather than version 20. Okay. All right. So all you'll have to do is download Windows, walk through the installation process. It is pretty quick. It is pretty easy. But I do know that sometimes we get kafunkled and stuff happens. So if you run into any problems, always feel free to reach out at ctl@laverne.edu. Also, TechSmith, the company that makes SnagIt, has fantastic tutorials. Fantastic tutorials. You can access those through the program itself, or if you go to any of the TechSmith sites, just scroll down and under support, you can click on tutorials, select the program that you are needing to access, and how do you spell Funkadella? I think that's pretty much the closest thing that I've been able to see to it. Um, This will provide you with some great tutorials and really it sets you up for a win. Okay. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and start with showing you guys how to make a short tutorial video. Does that work? And we're going to hope it's not going to freak out because I've already got something going. So I'm going to go to my start menu. This is after you have already downloaded the program. You're going to see that I tend to have a lot more gaming than most adult women should. I'm going to scroll down to SnagIt, the program. Where is SnagIt? Then under TechSmith. I need to go back down. I'll go to TechSmith, and then I will see SnagIt. I have the 2020 version because I did pay for it. And I will go to video. So here are the 3 different tabs. You can do an all-in-one, which is you can do an all-in-one, which allows for you to do screen capturing and image capturing all at the same time. You can say, I would like to just capture a specific image, or I would like to do video. When you do video, you have the option to have the webcam on or off. So when you have it on, generally it won't show you a preview of what is being recorded. I like to keep mine off just because if I'm in the office, generally I have people walking around or something like that. If I'm at home, I have weird animals and a kid and parents and everything. And so I like to just keep things focused on the specific screen. When I go to share, I'm going from the bottom to the top right now. When I go to share, I have the ability, does version 20, 19 and 20 have the same features? If not, could you switch to version 19 so we could do this and not get confused? This does have the same features. The only difference between 19 and 20 at this point will be that this menu, I believe, is black, and that's it. And so I'm not going to go over anything that 19 doesn't have. But thank you for bringing that up, Seth. I do appreciate that. Yeah. You have the ability to share to different platforms. So you can go to Screencast. Screencast is TechSmith's video housing thing. You can do, it's very similar to YouTube. It's a little bit more locked down though. You can pay for a monthly subscription. Camtasia is the TechSmith version of video editing software. TechSmith Relay, another tool that if you are interested in, you can talk to Teresa about. She's in our chat currently. Twitter, you can send it directly to Twitter. Google Drive, YouTube, Dropbox, OneDrive for Business. That also counts as our OneDrive. Box, Slack, SharePoint, and so on and so forth. Okay, you can also add destinations. So what happens is as soon as you are done capturing, you'll say, yes, this is what I want to capture, and it will go to that platform. Generally, I go straight to YouTube because I need to get my videos out and fast. Done and out fast. Okay, selection. So region, I will go over how to capture in just a minute. Selection, this allows you to do a full window. So if I select window and I go to capture this big button, I don't know if you guys can see that there's a dotted line running around my screen, but it's going to capture the entire screen for me. Or I can do a select region. So a lot of the time I will just want to do just a single part of my screen. So all I have to do is click in the corner, drag to the other corner, and it will start the initialization process. Okay, so this is just telling me that it's going to do some capturing. Okay, Um, do you want to preview in the editor? Yes, I like to do that because what that does is it allows me to see what is happening before I send it to the destination. So before I send it to YouTube, I like to watch through the video, make sure that there is no background noise, make sure that I have captured the right things, so on and so forth. I like to record the lecture, record the audio. From here, you can say no, don't record the mic. So if you want to just do a step-by-step walkthrough without voiceover, you do have that option. I recommend that you do have it. And then from there, you can also select the microphone that you're using. Okay. And record system audio. So that would be I always have that on just because it allows me to hear back, and if there's any audio that I need to play, like I'm watching a video, I'm showing a video or something like that, it'll grab that. Okay, so that's the basics of the main capturing tool, and then you have capture, this big red button right here. As soon as you click capture, you'll see this crosshairs show up right here. Again, all you need to do is click in the corner and then drag over the selected area that you want recorded. Okay? And so this is the area that I'm going to be recording. And then if you can, in chat, go ahead and let me know if you see this bottom row of tools. Can you do that for me? Okay. So I'm going to hit escape real fast. Perfect. Something that I do want you to know. So, ooh, showing in some Spanish there. Thank you, Teresa. Once you hit capture and you have that gray screen, everything else on your screen is going to freeze. So when I asked you to type yes into the screen area, I didn't see that because I didn't see your responses because it had basically taken a still of the screen that was happening. Okay, so I just want you to have that heads up when you're working with it. So again, I'm going to hit the big red button, select the area that I want. I've got this toolbar here. So the normal red button with a white dot in it, once you hit that, that's what you're going to start recording. You can preview your webcam right here. So you can select the camera and you can see what's happening right there. This is the recording audio system. So this is what's being recorded from the computer. And you see that my mic is picking up my voice here. It'll also show you the dimensions of the area that you're recording. You do have the ability to redo the selection. So that means I have selected the wrong area. I actually want my cat background included. So I can hit that button and select the entire window versus just this inside section. If I've decided that I no longer want to record, I can hit this X, or I can also hit escape. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and hit record. It's going to give me a 3-second countdown, and now it's recording this section. Okay, so we're going to do just a brief record, and I'm going to hit escape. The window should actually show up over here. Once you're done recording, okay. So here's the tricky part, and I think that this is version 20, not version 19. But do you see these little buttons right here? They're kind of grayed out, but when I hover over them, they show up. So I can switch to my webcam. Hi, I've got a messy bedroom. And I can also go to pause. So this has paused my recording. Okay. This is something about version 20 that I don't like. I like being able to just hit escape and be done, and I like being able to see where I can hit stop. Okay, I want to give you that heads up. Version 19 does not have that. It does have the buttons standard on the side. You should be able to see it really quickly, really easily. But version 20, they've decided to go with a more streamlined look. So I'm giving you that heads up right now. If you decide to go with version 20, you will have to deal with that shenanigan. Okay. So I also see now that I've got this blue button in front of that standard tool that I was already using. I'm going to go ahead and hit this because I have finished my recording. So I'm going to click on that. And this is the SnagIt editor. Oh, I didn't buy it. This is the SnagIt editor. Okay. And this will allow me to preview the video before I send it out. Okay. Okay. I also have the ability to do some basic editing here if I would like. Okay. So, like I said, with video, it's really just more of trimming. So you trim by selecting this area here. Okay. Let me go into a little bit more detail about this. So for the green side and the red side, you do have the ability to trim your video. So you can cut it down. They do not, no, they do not need SnagIt to play the video. I can bring my cursor to a specific place and I can say, I want this much of the video to be cut. So now my video has gone from a minute to 11 seconds. Okay. If you cut and you're like, oh crap, I don't want to cut, you can go to File and you can go to Undo. Or you can hit Control Z. Control Z is my go-to. It's because it is on my keyboard. Also, you have Undo right here and then Redo. Okay, so I'm back down to 11 seconds now. But I want to be at 48 seconds. Okay, so you have basic clipping tools here for video. Okay. You do have the ability to save a single frame as a PNG. So that's a picture. So I can say I would like this single frame to be saved as an image. So I have my image here, and then I have my video here. This lower bar right here will show you all of the different things that you have been creating. Right now, this is all of the videos that I have created within the last few days. Okay. So I'm going to go back. I'm right now at my video. This is my playhead. Hit play if I want to review it. I can skip through. And I think that's all I want to show you for right now here. When you are done with your trimming and stuff like that, you'll go up to Finish. That's awesome. And hopefully an error message won't show up, especially while you're trying to train other people how to use the program. Basically what it will do is it will just run through and say that, yes, this is finished. I'm going to save this as a document. I recommend that you go to File, Save As, and give it a title. So documents, I go to CTL work and title it something that you will remember, because what's going to happen is it will automatically give it a title for the date and time that it's been made. It seems really awesome, and it seems like maybe this is something that I could remember. Trust me, once you have built a few images or a few videos, this naming convention just gets confusing real fast. And if you walk away from it for like even a couple of days, it's really easy to forget. So don't forget to save your files and title them. Okay, so you'll hit save, and then from there, I'm going to go ahead and share it. And like I said before, you have the ability to share it to a number of different places. Okay. One of the cool things is that when you share it to YouTube, you can log into your account and it will automatically save it to your channel. What you need to do beforehand, though, is you need to make sure that you have a YouTube channel set up. That means that not only do you have a Google account, but you've gone through YouTube and you've gone through the channel setup. It's not that bad, not that hard of a system, and it'll walk you through pretty quickly. Okay. So I've gone ahead and shared this to, let's see if it'll do it through YouTube. Oh, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and share it to a file. I'm going to save it as an MP4. And then I'm ready to go. What I want you guys to see is that I have this version here, which is the project file, and then I have this version here, which has a little MP4 in the lower right-hand corner, lower left-hand corner. Okay, so that indicates that that's a closed file, that it's been completely done and published. This indicates that it's still a project file that you can still edit. Okay. Any questions on video capture? Yes. So Teresa has brought up the point to not use your personal Gmail account, but to create a generic account similar to your ULV account. So I don't know if you guys saw, I'll go over that in just a second, Teresa. So I have enelsonCTL@gmail.com where my personal emails are different than that. Okay, so it's a good idea that if you are going to be using YouTube, that you have a generic quote unquote work account set up that way. All right. Let me see.
Elizabeth?
Yes.
Oh, you can hear me. Great. Is this what you're using to edit your videos before posting them as the training videos?
So this is yes and no. This is what I do to capture my short, like step-by-step tutorial videos.
Okay.
But normally if I'm going to do editing, so like something, let me show you something real fast here. So in this video, so something that I want you guys to see here is underneath all of this shenanigery right now is the laverne.edu. I did that through Camtasia. And so this is really a great tool for like a fast video. But if you want to do like call outs and stuff like that, I would recommend using Camtasia or another video editing software. Does that make sense? Where this is really great, yep. Where this is really great is for image capturing. And that helps a lot when you are, how do we get Camtasia? Okay, so at this point, we've actually maxed out the university's licenses for Camtasia. We only have 70. That is exactly how you spell Camtasia right there. You just did it. Um, you have the ability to buy it. You have the ability to get the free trial. It is a little bit pricey. That's why you can do the same stuff in iMovie if you have a Mac, or if you have a PC. There are other video editing softwares. Um, really, I think you can get away with most stuff being done just through Snagit. You can create the videos, and I think you'll be good. If you want to get into more like call outs and stuff like that, touch base with me through my email at ctl@laverne.edu. Um, but yeah, what is the max time for video on Snagit? I think it's like 15 minutes. Okay. All right. So here's what I really want to show you guys. I want to show you the image capturing tool. Okay. So I'm going to go to Snagit. I'm going to bring Snagit back up. This is my capture tool. Instead of video, I'm going to go to image. Okay. So I've got image ready. I'm going to go to region. Same place that I did under selection for video. I'm not going to have any effects. I'm not going to try and share it anywhere. I'm just going to save it to my computer. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. I'm going to click capture, and I'm going to select the area that I want to deal with. Again, it brings me right back into the Snagit editor. And what I want you to notice now is that all of these tools are now no longer gray. Okay. Also, I have the ability to annotate this image. So I want to call out a specific thing for my students to pay attention to. So I'm going to go to shapes. I'm going to go to, this is the one that will come up as basic. The starred ones are the ones that I normally use. I'll click on just a rectangle box, and I will be able to draw that rectangle box on my image. Okay. If I want to change the color at all, I have that ability here. If I want to change the shape, I can make my edges rounded. Okay. If I want to change the shadow, I can select the shadow and say I want it to go all those different ways. Do you guys see the shadow moving? Yes. Okay. I think my screen might be frozen. I don't see what you are doing. Okay. So I have a selected shape right here, and I have the ability to adjust the shadow. I also have the ability to adjust the thickness of the line. If I want it to be filled with white and just have it be something that I will put annotations in later, I can do that. But I normally will go with transparent so that I can circle a specific area. Can you do subtitles on the video? Through Snagit, I don't think so. How I do my subtitles if I'm putting them on YouTube is I do them through YouTube, or if I'm recording a PowerPoint or Google Slides, I do them through there. Snagit, when it comes to video, Snagit is really low key, okay? So that's why I went over it pretty fast, but it's really low key. Really where it shines is the images. Okay, and so the annotations that I'm showing you right now, so I've created a box. If I want to do a call out, I have these options here that I can do this type of a call out. I want it filled with white. I want the outline to be red. And I can just, I don't want my font to be white. Oh, what just happened there? Are you guys still there?
Yes.
Okay. I just realized no, we go to 11:30. Okay. Sorry. My times are all off. To adjust the font size of your annotations, and you did see that my box adjusted. I can go to advanced settings, and the padding is how much space you want between the edges of the box and your text. You have the ability to set up the different text alignment. You can do bold. You also have the ability to change the font that you are using. Okay. You also have the ability to change the shape. So if you decide that you've chosen one of these shapes here and you want something different, you can still change it. I'm blacked out. Am I still blacked out? Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. Can you transfer stuff we did on SnagIt to PowerPoint? Yes. Yes, you can. So I've now created this fantastic image that is so clear and concise and ready to share. I can go to share, and PowerPoint is one of my predetermined things. So I can click PowerPoint, and it has shared to my most recent PowerPoint. So you can have PowerPoint up and SnagIt up, and it has just created a new slide with my image. Okay. It's not necessarily an image that goes well with stroke content, but yes. So let's say for example that I am yes, this is one way to create unique PowerPoint slides. I'm going to go to a slide, a specific slide. I'm going to go to this image here. I'm going to make, I can use arrows. I say this one right here. And I'm going to add just some text. Okay. Just giving you the heads up now that just having text and an arrow is not the best way to make a call out, but it's one way to go about it. So I have selected hypoperfusion as my slide. That's where I'm at right now. I have created this image. I'm going to share it to PowerPoint, and it is gone straight to that slide. I have the ability now to make it smaller, and from there I can resize it and do every all of the normal editing that I would do. When you modify SnagIt, does it correct in PowerPoint? I know that you can. Let's find out. Let's find out. I don't know that it does, so I've got misspelling here, and I'm going to decide that I want this outline to be yellow to make it super hard to read. Okay. So I've gone back. It hasn't modified it here, but let me see if I share it back to PowerPoint. So it doesn't seem to be making any changes to the image that I've already done. So what I think happens is that it will do the default saved image that we already had, and that will be the one that's sent over. And so if you want it to be edited, you're going to need to reshare it. Okay. Yes, you do need to reshare it again. Okay. And that's how that's how I think you can do any of the regular edits that you would do in PowerPoint to it. Okay. All right, we're at 11:10. Something cool that I want to show you is because I know that sometimes I will be on a screen and I will want to have a number of steps shown with just one image. Okay, so what I will do is I will have my thing right here, but then I'll use this stamp tool. I'll click on stamp, and I have these images that I can select and then put there randomly, but that's not necessarily, so like if you're making like a digital board game or something like that that you want your students to go through, awesome. But normally what I do is I'll go down to this bar right here, and I'll go to symbols. Is it symbols? Where's my numbers? So because it's not going to give me what I want, I'm going to learn how to type numbers. So I have numbers here, and I have the ability to, why is this being so weird? Give me just a second, guys. This is not doing what I want it to. It's probably because it is version 20. Version 20 sucks, guys. Go with 19. Um, oh, you guys, there's math annotations. This works. I don't know if it's going to be under business. That seems more like I had it up last night. I was using it. So I have numbers here, right? I don't like the way this is organized. But you can go to stamps. Yes, you can just type the numbers, but here's why I'm going to say use the stamps. Okay? The session is being recorded. Well, bam. Okay, so I'm going to go to stamps, and I'm going to select that stamp and I'm going to put it in sequential order. Okay, so I've got these 3 stamps, right? But I remember, ah, crap, that's the wrong step. So this actually needs to be 2. This stamp needs to be 3. And the stamp needs to be 4. So instead of going and retyping and replacing everything, all I have to do is select the stamp. I don't have to resize it, anything like that, and just choose the appropriate number. And I'm going to let you know this now, that when you are doing a step-by-step tutorial or something like that for your students, having to redo those numbers can really be a pain in the butt, especially if you've spent like an hour on it already and you're like, crap, I forgot a step. Going back and redoing those numbers and just having to click on them and then select the new number makes a huge difference. So yes, you can go back. You can do a text number like this, but anytime you want to edit it, it can get hinky pretty fast. So that's why I use the stamps. Everything's consistent. It looks nice. It looks clean. It's a consistent size. And that makes it look a little bit more professional. Does that make sense? Stamps under travel. Numbers under travel. Well, now that's just, huh, because that makes so much sense. So I wonder if it's because of quick styles. Yeah, that's making me a little upset. I will I will do some research on why my stamps aren't working. And it might be, just like Seta said, it might just be because it's version 20 and try single number. Eh. Is that no go? This is so weird. But this is fun. You can download more stamps, which, I mean, if you're a stamper, stamp away. Actually, you know what? This could be really great also for if you have, if you're doing assignments and stuff like that, if you want to have like a consistency, or if you're doing infographics for your students, you can make really simple, easy infographics for your students, letting them know how things work and everything like that. And so you can do that with the stamps that are already there, or you can download more. Really, when it comes to this, think of it as an easier version to deal with, an easier version of PowerPoint. No, not PowerPoint, Photoshop. So instead of having to deal with all of the Photoshop shenanigans, you can just go here, do a screen capture, and edit as needed. Okay. So I know that things were kind of a little bit jumbled. I I got hit with some weird news before the training. My brother is a first responder, and so he is going to continue to work in first responding, and his second job is in shipping. And so he's dealing not only with all of the crazy amounts of online shopping that's being done, but also he's bumping up his time with the fire station. And so I will fully admit that I was a little bit distracted during the training, so I apologize about that. And so I'll make sure that after I review this training, if it doesn't make so much cohesive sense, that I will produce another one for you guys. But this is SnagIt. You guys all have free versions. Um, yeah, we are all a little bit distracted. Again, here is the link and to download it. Does SnagIt have a whiteboard feature? No. Thank you. Can we use SnagIt to edit the image we've saved before? Yes. If you have an image that you have saved before, you can go to import. Oh, look, there's the stamps. I'm going to import. I don't know that I want to import anything from Google Drive. I'll just go to open and I'll go to pictures, headshot, and from here I can say, that's my ear. All right. So you can do that. What is your email address? E Nelson, however, how do I spell my last name? enelson@laverne.edu. Okay. Thank you for that beautiful comment, Seta. That was taken when I was 25 at Laverne by one of my student workers. I needed a headshot because I was getting hit up by a headhunter. All right, so we're at 11:20. We've got 10 more minutes together. Do you guys need anything? Let's open this. We can open up this time. Do you want to ask any questions about any of the previous trainings? What is the key again? Oh, yes. Let me make sure I get that to you guys. Here it is. Okay, so I want to make sure I get that to you. So there is the software key and the link. Talk about properties. I don't own any properties, Teresa. um, what aspect of properties would you like to know? Tool properties for the different. I took a photo on my phone. Cool. I take photos on my phone too. Of the key? Of the link. Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what you're taking photos of. It's techsmith.com/download/licenses/snagit/19. Can you suggest a tool with a whiteboard feature, a tool where we can pre-record lectures and answer questions in a video format? Yes, so you can pre-record your lectures. Yes, you can use Zoom. Also, WebEx has a whiteboard tool that you can use. Office 365 has a whiteboard tool that you can use when you do. Okay, here we go. You guys didn't see it, but I'm talking with my hands like a really cool person. I'm going to go to Office 365, which is available to you through the university. I'm going to go to the whiteboard tool, and it's totally going to work right now. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to send you guys a link. Okay? Now, when you click on this link, Seta tested this with me earlier. Actually, yeah, I want to keep on. So if you click on this link, this should give you access to this whiteboard. So you should be able to add. It might be a little bit lagged, but you can then use Screencast or SnagIt. See, people are adding fun stuff. You can add SnagIt, do a region capture. I'm going to capture this window here. start recording. 3, 2, 1. And keep on going, guys. We're adding stuff. I'm going to choose this. I like how everybody's just scribbling and nobody's actually doing like, oh, is that a tree? That looks like a tree. That looks like a palm tree. That's nice. All right. I'm going to go ahead and hit stop and finish my recording. And now we have a whiteboard tool through Office 365 matched with SnagIt that we just recorded a collaborative session of whiteboarding together. What are you going to do? I'll let you annotate. Go ahead. I'm letting I'm letting Jay annotate. Oh yes, annotation through WebEx is also a thing. Nice job, Jay. So let me share my screen, my meeting window with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this so you guys can see this toolbar at the top. You can click on annotate, and then from there, you can annotate the full screen. But the minute that you hit annotate again, it will all disappear. Okay. Do not take me to a whiteboard. Okay. I won't take you to a whiteboard. Nancy, that sounded so ominous. Tried it again. Let me in. Um, you're in. I don't. Oh, are you talking about on the here? Cool. Okay. Second time it let you in. Yeah. You weren't in. Well, here is the link. Let's give it another go. I'm just gonna let you all play right now. This is gonna be magical. And I'm gonna say all 22 of you can go for it. Start annotating. You can annotate all over the screen because I've also given you powers to annotate through the I've also given you powers to annotate through WebEx. So can we use some tools to write on the whiteboard? Do I have to download the app? I don't think you need to download the app to do the annotation for the whiteboard. I do believe you do. And I'm just going to recommend that you download the WebEx app. At the beginning of the week, I was saying no, but as an instructor, I think it's a good idea to download the app to your computer just to give you the full functionality. Your students don't have to, but you can. As far as tools to write with, you can get a stylus and use that. But yeah, there's some tools out there for whiteboard writing. Yes. Is it possible to practice the whiteboard before having students on? Totally. And if at any time you want to do a practice session where you're just like, hey, I have a link and I would like to do a practice run before I start class, send it to me. More than happy to do it with you. Okay. I think Zoom allows to write and type on the whiteboard. Also, you can do typing through WebEx as well. So, yay! Yes, that is the capture button. I'm glad that you highlight that. See, this is fun, guys. I'm enjoying this so much. All right, so we have 1 minute left. Anything else? How did you type on the whiteboard? Okay, so to type on the whiteboard, I'm going to share my meeting screen with you. And I'm going to go, um, so when I hit annotate, there is a toolbar that shows up. This one right here. Normally it'll show up on the right side of your screen. You can click on the text tool. It's the big T, little t. Hit anywhere you want. Type away. Okay. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much. Yes, you can keep on going. I mean, sometimes it might just be fun just to let your students annotate stuff. It's good times. All right, so thank you everybody for joining us today. Thank you so much for all of your work. You're doing a great job. I'm so proud of all of you. If you need any help, always feel free to reach out to ctl@laverne.edu. That is the fastest way we can help you right now. We're not at our desks to answer phones. So take care, be safe, have fun, have fun. Remember that you're teaching what you love. And so, okie dokie artichokes, have a wonderful weekend. Be safe.